Hello everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we are reviewing the new for 2026 Race to Celebrate LMQ. I didn't expect to find this guy so early, especially because he's only been out for a few weeks at this point. But yeah, a really nice car. I can't wait to open this guy. I do have a little story, and kind of coincidentally, I am filming this and got him 3 days before the 20th anniversary. I do want to just kind of make it known, most of the actual 20th videos will start after the 9th, but just a little kind of sneak peek. I do have plans for the Carsland meetup on the 9th. Keep an eye out for videos on that. I will be posting some stuff. Maybe a collab. I don't want to share too much, but yeah. Of course, we have really nice car. I did get this guy at an O'Reilly's, like I said earlier. The worker, he was really nice. He went to the back and said, hey, I have a really rare one for you. He brought this out, and dude, this is such a cool car. I think this is one of the better ones of the newer expanded universe, at least compared to Race and Rescue and GRC. But of course, we will see that. I have a few of those guys off to the side to compare. We have Cars 2 Lightning McQueen, GRC Lightning McQueen, I almost said Race to Celebrate, Race and Rescue, and Rally Race. Getting into the box, you can see the Race to Celebrate logo. Of course, it does have another language. I'm pretty sure that's Spanish, but I could be wrong. The Cars logo and the new for 2026 logo. You can see this like teal strip across the top of the box, and you can also see there's little confetti because this is a celebration line. This isn't the only 20th anniversary thing we are getting. We are getting the 5-pack, and I'm pretty sure that Doc and McQueen 2-pack and the Golden McQueen single. You can see this is the altered Cars 2 artwork with all the Race to Celebrate stuff. Looks really good. I love this paint job. I think it's one of the better ones, like I said earlier. Of course, you can see Race to Celebrate Lightning McQueen. The confetti, kind of similar to what they did a while ago. I'm pretty sure in 2009 with the confetti on the blisters. Not exact, but pretty close. Of course, you can see red and yellow checkerboard, kind of fading into this really nice classic, like just Cars red. Similar to what is on the logo, actually. On the back, you can see Lightning McQueen and Tow Mater. I will be trying to get Mater soon. I'm not the biggest fan of him after seeing some looks at him. I will still be picking him up and hopefully getting a review out on that guy very soon. Of course, you can see Race to Celebrate logo and the Cars logo. All that legal information, and then yellow fades to that nice classic Cars red, made in China. And of course, you can see 2026 Mattel. Unfortunately, there is a little tear on the box, but it's okay. I probably will be getting another of this guy to keep in box. I guess without further ado, we can open this guy. I'm so excited, dude. I got this earlier today and I've been itching to open it. I don't want to damage the box too much, but holy cow, dude. Race to Celebrate Lightning McQueen. This is awesome. I've said this almost the whole video. This is definitely one of the better McQueen variants. Just kind of take a look at him before I get my thoughts out. Just kind of spin him around. But wow, this is, yeah. I know every time I do a review, I'm like, yeah, this is the best car for 2026. I don't think this is the best, but I think it is definitely up there. So I guess we could just get started. Of course, you can see the LMQ and the Lightning Bolt. I'm pretty sure most of the Race to Celebrate cars will have this Lightning McQueen logo on them. I think you can kind of see it on Mater. But this in-universe is to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of McQueen arriving in Radiator Springs. So you can see they're all geared up in like Lightning McQueen gear. The LMQ logo. Really nice, like blue and kind of orange. You can see, I think there's a little bit of purple too, which is really nice. Really nice 95. It's kind of reminiscent of the GRC, not exact, but it's kind of similar. Really nice wheels. These are similar to the Glow Racer. I like that orange to yellow fade. I think on the art it is a little more red to yellow, but this still looks great. Of course, you can't see the blue, nice, and they're more so teal, but of course, headlights. Now, these are different compared to the Race and Rescue. These aren't the cartoony ones. These are just the regular. I keep repeating myself. These are the regular headlights that you can see. They're pretty much the same. It's LMQ 95. Same stuff on this side, or as on this side. 95 under the headlight. Really nice 95. I like that how it goes to the red to yellow, and then you can see the blue and purple outline. Now, this spoiler is not the exact same to the Cars 2 one. You can see it is more of a lightning bolt shape compared to this. But yeah, actually that is very different. You can kind of see it's more kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not as round as this one, you can definitely tell. And then it has that lightning bolt. Really nice expression in my opinion. It could have been a little bit better, but compared to the Cars 2 expression, I definitely think it's better. But wow, dude, this is probably one of my favorite releases. Oh, I almost dropped him. One of my favorite releases for 2026. I guess we can start comparing. We can start with last year's expanded universe. These are the Thailand. I keep stuttering. These are the Thailand versions. These are not the new for 2026 versions. I do have them somewhere over on my shelf, but I am using Thailand, so they can be. Of course, the 95 is somewhat similar. I don't think, yeah, the 95 isn't on the race and rescue, it's only on the rally race. But you can see it is similar. Obviously, it's not exact. This is brand new. Very different side design. They both have the more realistic headlights. The printing on this is a little bit worse. Maybe I should have grabbed the... I keep starting to say Thailand, but it's China. Of course, like I was saying, they have the more realistic headlights, and then the printing is better compared to Race and Rescue, because we just did a rally race. Very different, of course. This is the Cars 3 mold. This is the Cars 2 and 1 slash 1 mold. That's what I'm talking about. The cartoony ones, or I guess they're more like hand-drawn, I guess you could say, and then the realistic ones that are been on pretty much every other McQueen. 95 is pretty much the same, actually. Similar placement for all this stuff. Of course, you can't see the bolt and then the little logo. Bolt, little logo. Yeah, that 95 under the headlight and on the bumper is pretty much the exact same. But yeah, that's Race and Rescue out of the way. Now we can get on to GRC. This is the previous Cars 2 body expanded universe. You can see Global Racers Cup, LMQ. Gee, holy voice crack. LMQ. Similar design, of course, nothing to this is going to be exact. Of course, this is brand new. These are older. Nothing is going to be the exact same because this is obviously, like I just said, brand new. But you can see somewhat not exact, like I've been saying this whole video, somewhat similar designs. Bumpers completely different, but you can see similar with the headlights and then the 95. And this might be a hot take, but I do prefer the GRC expression. I feel like it would be so peak if somebody were to do an eye-plate swap. Maybe I'll do that in the future if I get an extra one of this guy. But yeah. Of course, World Grand Prix McQueen, or Racing Wheels. Cars 2, whatever you want to call them. Headlights are pretty much the exact same. Similar with kind of the logo of what McQueen's paint job, and then the bolt. See? The headlights, they're a little more saturated and brighter on this one. That's a little more darker. Same wheels, just painted differently. And I haven't showed the base at all this video, but yeah, they are the exact same. That's about it for the video. This is one, in my opinion, this is up there, probably top 10 releases for 2026. It's not quite up there with Memo and Headset McQueen, but this is a great release. I highly suggest you pick this guy up. I do have some comparisons to make for the box too. Right here we have Race and Rescue. You can see similar with the new for 2026, or new for what year logo in the corner, or not the corner, kind of just the side, upper side right there, with the logo in the corner. Somewhat similar back. This is somewhat, I keep saying somewhat. They're similar because Mattel is kind of changing it up by putting new stuff in, or sidelines in the main line. So you can see they're similar, but not exact. You can see it kind of cuts off with a line of said color right here, and then it shows all the legal information, and then it shows the same cars that are in the case. I'm pretty sure Sarge wasn't in this case, but of course these two were. Next up, we have the 20th anniversary Lightning McQueen. This is just the regular McQueen in the 20th anniversary box. But this is probably what we're going to be seeing on the shelves for the next year or so. Because they're swapping all of the Red Riders over to this packaging, and then this, of course, is the new I almost said mainline. This is a new sideline. But yeah, not similar. These are completely different things. There are a few similarities, on the back you can see that kind of sky blue. This is the actual sky, and I think that's just a teal color. All that legal, blah blah. And then we have Racing Red Lightning McQueen. This was the 15th anniversary. The stuff that Mattel did, and this is the 20th anniversary. But yeah, of course, this is quite old. This is 5 years old. But yeah, that's about it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to pick this guy up? Are you going to... Which cars out of Race to Celebrate will you be getting? I personally am going to get all of them. I will be doing reviews on them, so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out also for more 20th anniversary stuff. I will be uploading stuff in for the rest of the year. More 20th anniversary videos will be popping up, so keep an eye out for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Radio Review signing off, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.